Back here at the Rockstar Energy Drink with the late model nationals, and we saw Chris Wall take off to get back into the race, but unfortunately something happened. He stopped, the guys got back underneath the right front this time, and now making his way back out in the field.
So Chris may be deciding to make another chassis change on the front end that help get some weight transfer to the left rear, get some drive off the corners. You can see a nice slick racetrack here, but don't let that fool you. It's been very racy. 3-4 wide racing all night long, and Dale McDowell has certainly been the class of the field.
We'll bring him around here one more time with the Delaware style double file restart. Ooh! Very close right there. Owens really taking a look at O'Neal. And again with another great start here for McDowell, but Burkhofer gets around O'Neal. He was leaning on him before the caution flag. Now picks up the position right away. Started
10th, takes over second from the real deal, Don O'Neal, and O'Neal trying again. Nice slider. That's how you get it done here at Lawrenceburg as Berkey bounce off the cushion. Here comes Earl Pearson Jr. and Jimmy Owens, who started deep in the field at 13.
Oh, these guys are going at it. 3 wide here through turns 3 and 4. O'Neal back up to the top. Burkhofer through the middle.
About 16 laps left to go, and these guys continue to go side by side. It might allow Dale McDowell to just check out. And Don O'Neal, wow, into the fence. O'Neal jumps the cushion.
Oh, woo, almost down there into Owens. Owens, a great job staying out of that wreck.
Well, let's take a look at that one more time, because Don O'Neal, folks, one of the best in the dirt late model, gets up into the cushion, will go on board. Hold on.
Comes back down onto the track and sideways once again right in front of Owens.
So he's back on it. There is Shane Clanton in the 25, Eric Wells in the 18, Eisenberg in the white 19. But back up front as McDowell continues to lead, about half the straightaway advantage over Brian Burkhofer, who's going to feel some more pressure again from Earl Pearson Jr. Right there you can see Berkey sliding up a little bit, so maybe his car getting a little bit tight coming off the corner.
Earl Pearson Jr. now in 3rd place. Jimmy Owens in 4th. Keep in mind, those guys are in a hot battle in the points here. And, of course, EPJ trying to close the gap on Owens to take over 2nd in the points. And set his goals on Bloomquist, who's a little deeper in the pack.
Jimmy
Bloomquist finally struggling here out of the top 5.
Owens there in the 20 has won 8, leading all drivers this year with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. He won the Icebreaker. He won the Diamond Nationals. Most recently, the North-South 100, finished 2nd last Saturday night at the Topless 100. Passed 21 cars in 100 laps. This guy's getting it done here this season.
He is a tough competitor, to say the least, and still can't catch Bloomquist.
Yeah. And Mr. Consistent, Scott Bloomquist, 21 top 5s, 26 top 10s. That's how you win titles.
Tonight he is not in the top 5 for the first time in a while. It's been so consistent, as you talked about. 44 cars still in the hunt, but everybody's still chasing the 17M. Dale McDowell looking for his first win of the 2010 season. Can he hang on? He's looking strong right now. Your General Tire top 5 is as follows. Down to the final lap of the Rockstar Energy Drink, the late model nationals here at Lawrenceburg Speedway. Stop number 31 on the tour here in 2010. Guys are pretty racy back behind it. Shane Clanton there with the 25 car. Eisenberg with a 9 car. Started on the outside pole. Unfortunately for him, has fallen back just a bit.
Yeah, we mentioned Scott Bloomquist there up on the top shelf, running in 9th. Right now off turn 4, Clanton passed a lot of cars so far here tonight after starting 20th.
Bloomquist right up there on that cushion, trying to get around 10th. Battle for 8th place as it sits right now. Just ahead of them is Eric Wells. Of course, we see Shane Clanton. Talk about him. First time we've seen Shane this year.
Former World 100 winners. That's coming up in a few months. Back up front, Dale McDowell looking for his first Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win here in 2010.
Safe to say he had his Cheerios this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. Clint Boyer, he's been driving for him for a handful of years, and Tommy Greco, Caleb Baker, they've really done a great job with that 17M. They've kind of been snake bit this year. They've been very fast, just not a lot of racing left.
Brian Burkhofer still down there on the bottom, making it work, and I'm telling you, he's coming right now. Berkey is slowly picking away at this deal, and Owens is coming along with him. 5 to go, 5 to go. Dale McDowell hang on here.
And Dale McDowell trying to get up to that cushion, unable to do it. Here comes Brian Burkhofer. Nice run off turn 2 down the back straightaway. McDowell has led every single lap.
This is where Berkey's good, right here. Coming off 3 and 4, he gets a little bit of bite off the bottom down there.
And again, he'll try that low line off turn 2. McDowell glued to the top shelf. The Osho up on the cushion as well.
Berkey loses a little bit there off of 1 and 2. McDowell might not have a spotter, but I promise you he knows he's there.
Zach Dahm in the 17 car goes 1 lap down, and that's going to help Dale McDowell to have that 1 car in between him and Berkey. If it even lasts, because Burkhofer's still coming. White flag is out for Dale McDowell.
I'm going to tell you, man, I don't think he's got enough to catch him. Dale McDowell has been solid. He's gotten close, but not enough to get around him. Dale McDowell through turns 3 and 4, one final time. $10,000 on the line, and Dale McDowell will pick up his first win of the 2010 season.
Leads all 50 laps here at Lawrenceburg Speedway, and a great win for Dale McDowell. We said has been struggling here in 2010, been very fast, just not getting the results that they want. He picks up a big one here, $10,000 for that number 17M. Good stuff.
Here's a look at the unofficial results, courtesy of E3 Spark Plugs, Dale McDowell, and of course the General Dollar and Cheerios back machine, owned by Clint Boyer, leads the group.
A tough night for the California kid. Tyler Reddick started 3rd, ends up 14th here at Lawrenceburg.
Some pretty talented drivers there at the bottom of the pack as well, and Mike Marlar, Matt Miller, and Scott James. Tough night for them, but the fans were treated to an excellent show out here tonight. They packed the house at the Rockstar Energy Drink Late Model Nationals.
Yeah, now they're all going to head pit side, get some autographs, buy some t-shirts, and go high-five Dave Rudiceller, promoter here at Lawrenceburg. Another fantastic dirt late model event.
When we come back, we'll talk to our winner, Dale McDowell. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series has been brought to you by Geico Power Sports, insurance for all things that move you. Canaday, all natural pet food. And by Lucas Oil Products, made in America, sold to the world. Welcome back to Lawrenceburg Speedway as we take a look at Dale McDowell, our winner of the Rockstar Energy Drink Late Model Nationals.
It's been a long time coming here in 2010 for this whole team as McDowell climbs out of the 17M. Yeah, I think he did eat his Cheerios earlier this morning.
Congrats to him. Let's get it down to Dave.
Well, there for a minute I thought you were going to fall down. I'll tell you what, you had to be on pins and needles, Dale, when the 15 showed himself with just a handful of laps to go. What went through your mind?
Well, at the beginning of the race, they went the top of the racetrack, and I started on the inside, so thought that the outside was going to be dominant. And so when I got clear, I think I got clear, but anyway, I went to the top, and then we were a little soft on left side tires, and I think those guys probably were a little harder on tires than we were, and then so the caution helped me. I was able to stretch out just a little bit, but you know, it's a good win for Cheerios and Dollar General and ECR and everybody at Clint Boyer Racing, and just so many people that I need to thank, and Ditchfield Trucking and who all I need to thank.
You're cheating looking at those decals.
Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've been in Victory Lane, Dave. It's been a while, but everybody stuck hard and worked together, stuck together well, and it was a good night for us.
You know, I know you've been frustrated, but you've been very patient, and you haven't complained about much, just kept plugging. This has to mean a great deal to you to be here right now. Yeah,
most certainly. You know, we had a strong year last year and thought we could fill in our weak areas, and then this year we just haven't had the combination put together. We made a few changes, and you know, and my hat's off to everybody at ECR. Man, those guys, they finally got us an engine weak enough. Well, they just had too much horsepower, and so we kept toning it down. They've got a real drivable piece now, and so I mean, everything worked out for us great tonight.
Congratulations on a great run. Let's go to Kelly.
Brian, what an exciting race you had out there. Last year you won here. You just What was it that you couldn't get past that number 17?
Well, I got beside him there, and I think I made him drive hard for a couple laps. And the problem was I was actually overdriving my car. And the way the season's been, I've been kind of haven't had a whole lot of confidence in my stuff. And then after the checkered, no offense to Dale, if I'd have moved up Carlington 1 and 2, I think I could have got by him. But I had harder tires on, so we kind of had him on that. But congratulations to Dale. I mean, them guys have needed a win. His crew guys, and you know, are great guys, and I'm glad to see him get a win. And I'm glad to get some confidence back in my stuff here. That's for sure. I guess I've ran here good a couple times, so it's a fun place.
Well, congratulations, and that was a great second place finish.
Yep, thank you. Thanks for speaking.
Great job there to Mr. Burkhofer. There's the beautiful Rockstar Energy Drink girls, and a look at that trophy that Dale McDowell just earned. Well, Dave Argerbright is down with Jimmy Owens, a.k.a. Ricky Bobby. Does he still have his fire suit on?
You know, I tell you what, this has been your good luck night. Ricky Bobby, I want you to see this guy. He's usually wearing black and green and all that. What happened? You didn't bring the uniform?
Well, I got Nathan, my little boy, and headed to the racetrack and forgot all about my fire suits and things. So, you know, we got to the track, had to borrow Brad Neat's fire suit, and, you know, thank God he had a spare, and, you know, the rest is history.
You ran well enough. I think you might try to hang on to that thing for a while. You had a really good night here, and point-wise, it helped you again.
It was a great night for points, and, you know, to come in third from wherever we started is, you know, it's just pretty cool. I mean, we had a great car. That last caution kind of killed us. I think we sold our tires a little bit, and it took us about 5 laps to get going, but we were rolling pretty good. But, you know, I was pleased with the performance tonight.
Ricky Bobby would be proud, buddy.
Hey, if you ain't first or last.
Oh, good news. He still has that fire suit on, not running around in his underwear. So that's a plus for all of us.
I thought he'd been going in for a nice sloppy kiss with Argerbright there.
All right, look at the points here. Courtesy of Magnaflow Exhaust, Scott Bloomquist on top still. Jimmy Owens 140 back. It's going to be a long season for these guys trying to chase Bloomquist down. Here's your Rockstar Energy Drink. Race recap right off the bat, man. Dale McDowell got a great start over the 71 of Don O'Neill. Then Berkey stuck his nose up there. EPJ in there. Owens back behind him. They were 3 and 4 wide at one point.
Yeah, battles for second, battles for third, battles throughout this entire event. Earl Pearson Jr. making some moves. We documented Jimmy Owens starting deep, working his way to the front. Then at the end, here comes the 15B of Berkey. Brian Burkhofer trying to get by the winner. Couldn't do it. And Dale McDowell leads all 50 laps, picks up his first win of the year.
Congrats to Dale McDowell. It's an awesome race here at Lawrenceburg Speedway, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. This telecast has been produced by Lucas Oil Studios in association with Speed. $10,000 to the winner and a beautiful picture with the beautiful Rockstar Energy girls. For Kelly Snyder and Dave Argerbright, along with my colleague Rob Klepper, I'm Ken Stout. Thanks for watching the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. We'll see you next time in the dirt.